Okay, here we have the Panasonic DMP-BDT310 Blu-ray player. It's the model 310, but it's very similar to the 210. There's only a few differences, and I'm going to show you and talk about these things as we go through it. Let me quickly turn the unit on. So it welcomes you with a hello. I haven't put a disc in there deliberately, just want to quickly let you know how it powers up, etc. And I'm going to open and close the disc drawer a few times. So let me just do that now. There's a button on the top here. I've got it just below the remote control, which I'm going to take away now. You can sort of see it. It's nothing amazing. It's quite a nice handhold unit. I would say that the directional pads are a little bit low. The area that you can most easily touch is up here whilst holding it. So possibly where they've put the play and stops, although they're okay, I'd rather have than these numbers and alphanumeric inputs up here. I'd rather they switched the directional inputs around with the numeric and alphanumeric inputs. We'll come to that a bit more later when I do the on-screen icons and smart DVD Blu-ray type internet activities that this has got. Okay, open that again. Okay, as you can see, there's a flap underneath here. I'm going to deliberately force it down just to show you when you shut the door, it won't close it on that in that instance. I'll quickly close it and open it again. So it's quite able to close its flap, or you can have the flap left open if you particularly need to access the USB or SD inputs that are on the front. So if you have a memory stick sticking in here or an SD card, no fear of the tray trapping or closing on your units. You can have the flap fully open, and then the door can open and close without any hindrance. Okay, I'm going to pop a disc in, and I'm going to talk you through this because I'm not actually going to play any copyright media. I'm going to close the flap manually because I'd had it fully extended. So it's already loading. This Hdmi Blu-ray actually auto loads quite quickly. They all do, but what I'm going to do is now tell you already on screen I've got the warning copyright proprietary license, and it's playing that. You can already see the counter on the display itself on the player. And this movie, like many, auto plays, and it's already now playing. That click you could hear was my amp detecting a stereo signal looking at the display. And it's already now playing a trailer for, here we go, it's now displaying various information, and it's now doing the Thomas Langham Presents the Movie Maker. The artist, sorry, why did I say the movie maker? That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so that's already playing. So that was a quick demonstration of how quickly it loads things. I'm not going to share the screen with that information on. I'm going to take the disc out again. And whilst I'm taking the disc out, fumbling as I do, I'm going to quickly just show you this sensor area above the player. So this player, when I first had it, and I've had this for a month or so, when I used to present my hand to the player around this area, the player used to open automatically. So it's got an open close sensor. That actually stopped working within about 2-3 months of me owning the unit. I was worried the unit was going faulty, researched the internet like a lot of people will do, and found that it was actually a commonplace problem, and I wasn't bothered because personally we never used it. If anything, I was looking for the options on the menu to turn it off, and there are plenty of options on the menu. I'm now going to turn this around so you can see the screen and quickly give you an idea of the kind of other options that this player has whilst I talk through a few other things. So this is the DNLA compliant unit. I've just scrolled up to my network. I already have quite a few things on my home network that it can connect to, so I'm going to just quickly again scroll up to home network where it will list all my DLNA devices. So I'm going to go up again. I've connected this to the my network by a standard Cat5 lead, so nothing fancy here. You can connect wirelessly, but you'll get a much faster, more reliable connection if you do connect via cable, via copper. Okay, I've got a couple of ready NASs, and as you can see, I'm able to browse folders and directories, etc. I organise my own folders by year, so this isn't something that you'll necessarily see unless this is how you also organise your folders. Now, I'm not proposing to actually show you any video footage from here. I'm just giving you an idea that you can browse quite quickly through your images, your music collections, etc. It has various smart options, and as you can see, you can actually access my music NAS and my photo NAS. So I'm going to very quickly just go through a few things. Now, I've got so many things on my music NAS that it'll take time to actually load, so I'm not going to actually go into that too extensively, and I'm going to exit out of here. That's just to quickly show you that you have the option. It's on the network. Perhaps more relevant to some people would be the fact it's got an internet connection. So this is also useful for when you go make sure you've got the latest firmware update, and you do need to. Certainly when I got the Hugo 3D Blu-ray, it needed a latest firmware update. I'm now 1.80 as of April 2012. So already you've got a screen here with various front page icons that sort of, I wouldn't say animate, but you'll see that the YouTube, the Picasso one has just updated. You've got reassuringly friendly BBC iPlayer, where you can play whatever BBC iPlayer still got on their books. You can, and I'm moving the cursor around as I talk, go up, and I'm just selecting YouTube. This will let you literally access YouTube in a kind of family friendly manner. And I mean that by its family friendly only videos. And if I could find something that hadn't got any copy protection on, I would more than happily show you this little bit of footage. I'm going to just show, just to give you an idea. Now that particular picture is jiggy, not because there's anything wrong with the quality of the picture, just because that's the image of an airplane landing in very windy weather in Spain. Okay, I'm going to sort of press the more button and zoom in the way it tries to do this, as it tries to give you various layers of these sort of smart apps. I wouldn't quite give them full app credit, because they're quite limited in what they do. So the aspect ratios aren't that clever, and not all the quality's there. But it's just to give you a bit of a feeling that you have got a number of things on here. You've got Facebook, you've got YouTube, you can plug a camera into the back of the Blu-ray player, and other such things. iPlayer I think is probably the most useful thing. Would it replace a smart TV? No, I think this is Panasonic doing a jolly good effort. You've got all your standard options within setup, including wallpaper. More importantly though, I'm going to just quickly go through and show you that you've got useful things, and I'm going to show you the system information page just so you can see the firmware version one that I'm showing you. Over the time, Panasonic will no doubt release more firmware options and applications. The first version of this, when it came out, was more basic than this, so this is already the more advanced one. The touch-free sensor you can turn off, but as I say, even with it turned on, it doesn't work for me anymore. Stopped working after about 2-3 months. Wasn't that useful. So I certainly don't miss it, and I've got no issue with the fact it's not working, to be honest. You can set up the network with either wired or wireless. It's pretty straightforward. Wired is very easy. Wireless, you've got to obviously enter your security codes, etc., but that was all pretty painless. I recommend doing this so that you have not just the latest firmware options, but also a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs even have access to the internet, etc., that you can actually get some useful information from. Okay, so what would I say about the player? The picture quality, absolutely top notch. It won a lot of 2001 awards, and here we are in the getting towards the middle of 2012, and I'd still say it's one of the best. It's got options for 3D and 2D. You can adjust the depth adjustment on the 3D movie. You can access. You can actually force a 2D movie into a 3D mode. It's got a conversion if you've got a 3D TV. I mentioned the wireless Cat5 or Wi-Fi. It's got twin HDMI outputs. I'm going to just quickly hold up something to show you a quick image of what's behind the screen. Hopefully you can just about see that. So you've got an audio out, a video out, a communication camera, a LAN port, an AV out main, and AV out sub. So that means you've got 2 HDMI outputs. Now what that means is you can actually have the video go out of one HDMI cable directly to your television, and if you haven't got an AV amp that can handle everything, you can then have the second HDMI connection going out to your sound source. You also have an optical connection, which gives you the PCM bitstream sound out as well. So it's got plenty of connectivity on the back. The picture is absolutely pin sharp, crisp images, edges. The colour's very rich and natural. The sound quality fantastic, very good dynamics, very good separation. Certainly far better than my old Sony Blu-ray player that I had up to this point. It wins the What Hi-Fi 5-star award, and that in itself gives you a bit of a feeling for the kind of quality image we're talking about here. It's very, very similar to the Blu-ray player DMP BDT210 that Panasonic have done. Very similar. The remote's slim, has very fast load, and it's cost now between 150 to 230 pounds. It's very good quality image and a great addition to my little home hi-fi setup. Really recommend it purely on the image and sound quality alone. It's a very good player, extremely slim, takes up no room at all, and I'm going to just pan back to the player to end on this, only so that you can actually have a quick little look at it again. For those that are stuck with me, so the image on the screen tells you that I'm currently connected to the net, which is exactly what you were seeing as I loaded up the iPlayer app. The iPlayer app is one of the best apps on this unit, so if you're a BBC fan, it does that very good, and it's got HD mode, etc. I'm going to turn the unit off, just so you can see as it says, please wait, and it will then eventually say goodbye. You'll hear a click possibly from my amp as it turns off, and that's it. So absolute thumbs up rating, very pleased I got this. Very good sound, very good picture, and all in all for its price, absolute recommendation.